Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Crypto Prince, aka C Prince, and in today's video we're just going to take a deep dive into Ankr. So if it's your first time watching one of my videos, make sure you click the subscribe button now. Okay, so before we get into the main video of the day, we're just going to take a look on the daily price. So we can see BTC Bitcoin dominance at 62%, which is not bad, basically at average right now. So we see Bitcoin at 18,807, down 0.02%. We see Ethereum down 0.15%. We see XRP down 0.43%. We see Litecoin Litecoin up 6.3%. We see Bitcoin Cash up 0.09%. We see Chainlink down 1.47%. We see Cardano down 4.3%. We see Polkadot down 2.2%. Binance Coin down 2%. Let's take a look at the biggest winners of the day. So we see SushiSwap up 17%. We see BitTorrent up 7%. Litecoin up 6%. Nexo up 2.4%. Decentraland up 4%, and Basic Attention Token up 3.2%. We see Kusama also up 3%. Let's take a look on the biggest losers of the day. So on the biggest losers of the day, we see Edge Trade at 15%. We see Dash at 7%. We see Energy Web Token at 7%. We see Digibyte. So at the biggest losers of the day, we see Edge Trade down 12%. We see Dash down 7%. We see Energy Web down 7%, Digibyte down 7%, IOTA down 7%. We see Uniswap down 4%, and Compound down 4.6%. So let's just get into the main story of the day. So these are some of the benefits with Ankr. With Ankr, you have one-click deployment, launch a node on your favorite blockchain in minutes, automated monitoring and upgrades, no coding skills required. So basically this is one of the services of Ankr. You can launch your node on your favorite blockchain within minutes. You don't need to learn coding, you don't need to learn any of these things to participate in the rewards of basically having a node. Ankr is non-custodial, so you keep your funds in your wallet. If it's MetaMask, if it's Trust Wallet, you keep your own funds, and basically it says that always be in charge of your assets. We don't store any private keys, which is a good thing for people who likes to have their access to their own crypto and funds. They don't like for it to be in a custodian wallet. So it says maximum rewards: earn passive income from your token holdings and delegations without paying any commission fees. So basically this is what Ankr is in a nutshell. One-click deployment. You do one-click deployment, and basically you get your own node staking basically, and it's in your wallet. Connect to your MetaMask, connect to your Trust Wallet, and also you earn passive income. So basically this is what Ankr is in a nutshell. So Ankr recently went in a partnership. He said, together with Nuls, we are happy to announce our strategic cooperation. And whenever I see the word strategic, it's not just a normal partnership. For me, it goes deeper when he says strategic. Any company in the blockchain industry that talks about strategic partnership and strategic cooperation, to me, it's more than just a normal partnership. It's more deeper. Ankr will also provide node services for Nuls. So Nuls is a cryptocurrency, and Ankr will basically provide nodes for them. Nuls will support cross-chain assets for the Nerve, Nuls and the Nuls parachain networks. So basically Nuls is going to be on Ankr. You can have your own node for Nuls on Ankr, as well as I know there's going to be a few things, and this is why I believe that there's going to be a few deeper partnership when he says strategic cooperation. Okay, this is why I believe that there's more than a normal partnership. This is a deep strategic partnership. So, because this is from the Nuls white paper, right? I was going through the Nuls white paper and I came across this, and it says the main chain will use the proof of credit (POC) protocol that is the first of its kind designed by the Nuls team. It works like proof of stake, where a certain number of tokens will need to be locked before the users can run a node on the network. So basically POC is almost the same as POS. The number of tokens required to set up a node is 20k nodes. However, the community is allowed to vote to change this in the future. When a user wants to stop running a node, they wait 72 hours to unlock their tokens, whereas staked tokens are unlocked immediately. So this is another case where Ankr could be beneficial for node, because just like with Ethereum, if Ethereum 2.0, when you transfer money to the Ethereum 2.0 contract, you can't, the minimum you can stake on the Ethereum 2.0 is 32 ETH, and we see there's a limit on how much you can stake to be a validator or to be a node operator on Nuls as well, which is 20k. So that's a possibility with Ankr, because with Ankr, I know that the minimum ETH you can stake on Ankr is 0.5. And that could be a possibility with Nuls as well, where you can stake smaller portions and still earn rewards. So this could be a good thing for Nuls teaming up with Ankr, and basically Ankr earning customers, and it goes vice versa. So basically Nuls have a few systems that they set up: a yellow card alert system, they set up a red card system, and the yellow card basically stands for when a node fails to generate a block during an internet disconnection, computer crashes, or when experiencing network issues. This will not be considered as a violation in the network rules. However, because this will affect the entire system, a warning will be given with the credit ratio downgraded. So this is a big deal in how I was looking at Nuls partnership with Ankr, because Nuls is trying to bring in a credit scoring system to the blockchain, whereas it starts off with staking and nodes operating validators. However, I can see this trickling down into, if you want to borrow, if you go and trickle into the DeFi space, right? So Nuls is basically saying that if you got internet disconnection, then you're gonna get a yellow card, and that will basically you get a warning against your credit score, and the credit score ratio will be downgraded. And there's also a red card, and this is the red card. In the case of hostile attacks, double spend attacks, attempts at forking the system, or deliberately trying to attack the network, Nuls will be able to detect and protect itself from vulnerabilities and exploits. Any hostile nodes will have their coins frozen for a longer period, e.g. 60 days, and their credit ratio will be set to the minimum, meaning they are no longer able to meet the minimum amount to participate in the network. So if you get a red card, you only get a red card for trying to cheat the system, for trying to attack the system, for trying to hack the system. Also, if you want to look at it, if you try to attack the system, you get a red card, and then you won't meet the minimum requirements to participate in basically being a node operator anymore. The credit rating system is coefficient that is used to determine a user's integrity and trustworthiness in the network. Credit ratings are between -1 and 1 and are automatically calculated based on the behavior of the node using the credit rating algorithm. Credit evaluation formula: credit cardinality equals coefficient of capacity plus coefficient of duty. Coefficient of capacity calculated based on the number of blocks generated in the past. Coefficient of duty calculated based on the violation cases and accuracy of blocks generated. I personally see this as a bullish case for this space, because it comes down to under collateralize, and so these are some bullish case I can see in and how we can under collateralize, or how we can bring the under collateralized system to the blockchain, whereas you can borrow money and not having an asset on the blockchain, right? You can borrow money based on your credit rating system, your credit rating score. So I see Nuls is bringing into a credit rating score right now on the blockchain. If you want to borrow money or borrow coins, you need to put an asset up for collateral, which will be on a ratio of which will be over collateralized. And so in order to bring under collateralized, where the project itself will be at risk of losing the money if the user is basically attack the system, or the user runs away with the money, there needs to be a credit scoring system. And I see that Nuls is trying to bring something like this in, and I'm happy with this project based just simply. I'm happy with this project simply based off the credit rating system. So if we go back to Ankr, so we have some news on Ankr. So this is 2 out of 9. After launch, staking starts immediately within 175 active validators. This means that ETH stakers will start to accumulate staking rewards, which will be immediately liquid with AETH. So with Ankr, when you stake with Ankr, you will instantly receive a 1-to-1 ratio token called AETH. So they will lock up your ETH, and it's not like with the Ethereum 2.0 contract where your ETH will be locked up for a long period of time, for years, potentially years. And with Ankr, you can withdraw your ETH whenever you like, really, but you will need to return. Obviously, you need to return back the AETH. So if you stake ETH, you can claim your AETH on staker.io. Upon launch, we will add liquidity for AETH on Uniswap protocol soon, and will support other initiatives and pools who want to list AETH, such as Curve Finance. So AETH is another use case for the Ankr, because Ankr is using staker, and staker is going to be using AETH as their currency. AETH is going to be used to do everything on the staker platform, and we see that AETH is going to have its own liquidity on Uniswap and also on Curve Finance soon. So this is very bullish news for staker. This is very bullish news in return for Ankr, because people will able to have access to their liquidity whenever they want. On the provider side, providers can already list their nodes using own hardware. When more ETH is staked by users, these ETH will be allocated to providers who will start earning commission from staking rewards on staker. So in staker, there is 2 sections. There is a provider section and there's a staker section. Next one is providers are required to lock at least 2 ETH as insurance against slashing. Any slashing penalties are deducted from the insurance. This way, stakers are protected against bad nodes. If node's insurance drops below 2 ETH, your node will be paused until you top it up again. So basically, this is basically as a very good thing. People might see this as bearish, but I see this as bullish, because then this in return incentivize me to want to stake with to want to open a node with staker. Because, and bear in mind, we're not talking about normal staking now, we're talking about having a node. When you have a node, you get more rewards as comparing to just staking. So this require for you to have a minimum of 2 ETH locked up for insurance, and if your validation goes below the 2 ETH, your node will be paused until you meet that threshold again. Then you can start earning the rewards. So that's good. Having an insurance for bad nodes and for people that wants to cheat the system. Any ETH deposit by providers is used for node insurance. Providers will not receive AETH for their deposit insurance fund. Insurance funds are only redeemable at the end of staking period. So it's not like when you're staking. When you stake your ETH, you will get AETH. But but when you use your ETH for insurance, that 2 ETH for insurance, you won't receive any AETH for those 2 insurance. You basically giving it up for insurance, and you will receive that back after the staking period is over. That's when you'll get back your ETH. Ankr will list our ETH2 staker node soon, so that everyone can become a provider on staker.io without owning an hardware. As long as staker node is not available in the platform, as long as the staker node is not available in app.ankr.com, you can only become a provider if you own or rent your hardware. So as what we see, we just read up on Ankr. Ankr is basically looking to make it easier for people to have their own nodes and to get into the blockchain, basically to have set up their own company, set up their own projects. Ankr is trying to make it easily and accessible for everyone. So this is why they basically it's like, I see this similar to cloud mining. If you have ever involved in cloud mining, then you will understand that basically. But however, with cloud mining, that's a custodial system. Most of them are custodial. With Ankr, it's non-custodial. You just set up your MetaMask wallet or your Trust wallet, and then it's non-custodial, so you have your own keys. However, you'll still be earning profits, you still be earning rewards based on the transaction fee, and we'll get into that in a minute. Along with Staker mainnet, we will launch Staker test platform on Ethereum Gorilla for everyone to try out. Simply switch your MetaMask IO network to Gorilla to use testnet. The test platform will also be used to release test versions of new features in the future. Please be aware that there are scammers out there. Do not send any ETH to anyone. Only stake your ETH on Staker IO. Stay safe. So basically, and there's going to be lots of scammers saying because they understand that ETH2 launched today, and this is why I'm bringing this news on ETH linking with Ankr. And we know that we know for a long while that Rocket Pool is another platform. Rocket Pool and Ankr, you don't need a 32 stake. You can have a minimum of 0.05 ETH to start staking with Ankr and Rocket Pool as well. These are two platforms that you can stake and earn rewards, yearly rewards, from your ETH that you have, basically. So instead of just having your ETH locked up in your wallet, so it's still your keys, your ETH. So you can still earn, so you can earn rewards by having your ETH working for you, so to speak. So the full launch of the Staker platform happens today at the same time as the ETH 2.0 mainnet launch. I can tell you right now that ETH 2.0 mainnet has been launched, and so has Staker. So let's have a look at how the platform looks. So this is the Staker platform, and right now it's got total ETH 5,666 stake at the moment. Stakers are 444 stakers. It says stake as little as 0.05 and as much as 1,000 to automatically join in micro pools. Send all your ETH in one transaction, and Staker will automatically allocate your funds to the best pools, which is nice. Staking liquidity. With AETH, you can hold or trade or stake assets at any time without having to wait until transactions are enabled on Ethereum 2.0. Nice. Keep your funds under your own custody to always remain in full control of your assets, which is great news. So this is how you calculate your earnings. If you got 10 ETH at the current price as what it is right now, 10 ETH will cost you $3,749, and you'll be earning a 1.15 ETH yearly, which is $433 a year. And bear in mind, the ETH is in your wallet, right? You're earning $400 a year for having 10 ETH, and ETH is in your wallet. Let's take a look at. Let's even look at it deeper. If you have 320 ETH, that cost $119,000, almost 120k. You'll be earning 13,800 per year. And bear in mind, this is just where ETH is right now. So imagine when ETH gets to 10 to 50k, which is very possible. If ETH get to 10 to 15k, you know that your money grows drastically. Your yearly earnings grow drastically, and this is passive income just for holding, just for staking ETH, just for being a validator, just for staking ETH. You get this return, which is nice, I have to say. The roles of the staker system. So stakers can, number one is a staker, right? Stakers can stake any amount of ETH, minimum 0.5 ETH, to earn staking rewards and platform fees. So you'll be earning staking rewards and platform fees for staking, for being a staker. The staked ETH will immediately be liquid in the form of AETH, which users can use to trade or participate in DeFi. So you'll be given a token called AETH, and with AETH you can basically, as what it says, you can trade with it and you can participate in DeFi. So what I was looking into, if I give my Ethereum to Staker, right, and I get AETH, the way it's made is that AETH eventually over time will be more valuable than Ethereum itself. So AETH will become a more valuable asset than ETH, and I can potentially see AETH being traded on Uniswap, just like Ethereum and just like with any other coin. So number two, node provider. Node providers will be running Ethereum 2.0 nodes either on their own hardware or using the Ankr platform to earn from staking rewards and platform fee. So obviously node providers, you earn more than just a staker, right? because you're basically a validator now. You're basically helping Ethereum to progress. You're basically helping Ethereum to strive at a deeper level, not just by staking, but also providing your own node. And you can have your own hardware, or you can use a Ankr platform. Governors will ensure the long-term sustainability of the platform. A substantial stake of Ankr is necessary to become a part of the staker governance board. A governor does not necessarily need to be a node provider. So you don't have to be a node provider to be a governor, right? But you need to be staking Anchors. You need to be staking the Ankr tokens. So let's have a look on the Ankr tokens. So in order to be a governor on the Ankr platform, and I think that this will be big in the future, because we know that Ethereum is going to be the biggest coin in the space, the biggest crypto in the space. Ethereum will be the biggest crypto, because we know that Bitcoin is the first, not taking away the glory or from Bitcoin, but Bitcoin only does one thing, which is transaction. We see Ethereum as smart contract, we see Ethereum as DeFi, we see Ethereum has got NFTs and also the derivative markets. So this is a bullish case for Ethereum, for Ankr, for Stake, for Rocket Pool. All these three companies are going to be interacting with each other, because they help ETH. And if you help ETH, Ethereum also will take care of you by making your company big, by increasing the awareness for your company. So right now we see Ankr trading at 0.009 cent. And we see the market cap of 53 million. So right now, not financial advice, but right now I myself are looking to get some Ankr, because I was waiting for the ETH 2.0 to launch, because I know that when it launches, then most people won't be able to afford the 32 ETH to be a validator on the ETH 2.0 contract. And also people that can afford it, they're not going to want their liquidity, they're not going to want their coins to be locked up for years that they can't touch, they can't get access to it. So I know that even though lots of whales will invest in the 2.0, lots of other people that can't afford the 32 ETH and also do have the 32 ETH but don't want to lock up their money for such a long period because they're not as wealthy as the whales, they're going to want to stake also and earn rewards. And Ankr and Rocket Pool are the two best companies I see doing this right now, but I'm trying to focus on Ankr right now, because I believe that Ankr has the biggest room to grow, because Ankr offers for 50 companies, 50 projects. Ankr offers 50 projects. I think it offers Binance, it offers Binance, Tron, and Polkadot, Ethereum, and other contracts where you can use their basically their platform to earn stake your coins and earn staking rewards. However, Rocket Pool only accommodates for Ethereum, so that's why I believe Ankr has a bigger room to grow. We see all-time low at 0.0007. We see all-time high at 0.01. We see all-time high at 1 cent. So guys, this is the end of the video. Make sure, if you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe now. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment to let me know what your thoughts are on Ankr and Nuls as well. So thanks for watching guys. Make sure you like, subscribe and share. Catch you in the next video. Goodbye.